Hi everyone,
Hi.
Welcome back to Canada top to bottom and a very grey BC. Autumn, fall is firmly here. And there's been another express entry draw, an all-program express entry draw. I believe it's the 11th, actually losing count, and they're every 2 weeks to the point where we can actually just schedule our live stream in anticipation that they will actually happen.
Hopefully that's not going to jinx it and it will continue to be every 2 weeks. But that's what's happened so far since the draws resumed in July. So let's hope they keep going every 2 weeks, and let's hope they keep going in this direction.
Yes, and Sharon was absolutely spot on in her prediction of CRS score of 491 for today's draw. I predicted 489, a little more optimistic. And I also drew Costa Rica in our Soccer World Cup sweepstakes. So my betting week is not going very well. Probably the first bet I've ever placed in my life. And
anyway, back
almost
to
certainly the last.
Draw.
Yeah, sorry. So Sharon
today
was right about the draw, but it doesn't matter who was right. One of us was right. The team was right. 491. And I'm just looking at the makeup of the express entry pool.
How many people were drawn?
4,750. Keeping me on the straight and narrow is good. 4,750 people taken at 491 CRS points. Just over 2,000 and change had over 500 CRS points in the draw, and then everyone else, about 2,600 people had a score of 491 or more. And some people will have actually had 491 but didn't get drawn, and it's done on ordering
date on which you
applied. Yes. So some people, although the CRS cutoff score was 491, I think there's probably about 300 to 400 people look at the makeup of the express entry pool who had 491 and didn't get drawn, and that's because they joined the express entry pool before the people who did get drawn. So that leaves those
later than the people who did get
drawn. Later. Not my day today.
What's interesting, I think, the cutoff score has been under 500 for the last few weeks. However, there are still quite a lot of people with over 500 points. So it just shows you how many people are joining that pool within the 2 week gap in between the draws. So this time there are just over 1,200 people with 500 to 600, and then another 876 with over 600 points. So it shows you there's about 2,000 people with over 500 points, which means that those people have only joined the express entry pool in the last 2 weeks. Otherwise, they would have been drawn in the last one. So people with high scores are joining the express entry pool all the time. So it's a good indication of the constant turnover, the constant flow of people joining and people coming in and going out.
So today's cutoff score was 491. There are, as of an hour ago, probably only less than 500 people now in the express entry draw with 491 or better. 491, actually, it won't be better, 491. But as Sharon said, 2,000 people joined in the last 2 weeks with a score who have over 500. So by the time there's another draw, presumably in 2 weeks' time, doesn't just mean that the people currently on 491 will be taken. All the people that join in the next 2 weeks with a higher score than that will be taken. But almost certainly, unless 5,000 people join the express entry pool with amazingly good scores, the CRS score will come down again next time, and I will stick with my prediction of 489, which I predicted for this time.
The last two draws has gone down 2 points each time, hasn't it? So that seems to have settled into a bit of a pattern. It's dropping, but it's dropping incrementally. So when we first started out, it was dropping by much, much larger number of points. Now it seems to be dropping by 2 points at a time, but that's okay. It's still coming down, and the draws are every 2 weeks. So 2 draws a month means that every month it's dropping 4 points, and 4 points is a lot. From 491 to 487 to 483, then if it starts coming down, then it's moving in the right direction.
It certainly is, yes. So good news again, the 11th draw, 4,750 invitations to apply for Canadian permanent residence with a CRS cutoff score of 491. It's creeping down. It's getting there. We might even have got in at 482.
487? 487?
I thought we had 482.
Yeah, I can't
We should
remember.
figure that. We should check that. All right. Congratulations to everyone who has drawn. And one thing to remember, we've mentioned before that the NOC codes, it's the way the Canadian government classifies occupations. The NOC codes are changing.
Changed.
Changed on the 16th of November. We've got a more detailed video about that coming up probably next Wednesday, but we'll see when we schedule it for. But we've got a video coming up about that. So if you are interested in the Express Energy Pool, moving to Canada, hopefully that is of use. But yeah, good news for a lot of people today. It's a nice feeling when you get drawn.
Yeah, well done. Congrats to everyone who got drawn, and good luck with the rest of your journey to get yourself over here.
And we'll see you Sunday for a regular service.
See you Sunday.